Hello, today's video is about something I call false strength. Society values the strangest things. For example, being busy is greatly admired these days. It's a strange thing to admire since being too busy is unhealthy physically and mentally. It also seems to me that a false strength is admired. What I mean by false strength is when a person feels unable to continue doing something that goes on anyway. For example, when a loved one dies, the surviving people are expected to just go on like nothing happened. People seem to think once a funeral is over, grief should be too. It's time to just get on with life. They don't realize for most people, that's when the grief really begins. Another kind of false strength people seem to admire is if a person is physically ill or disabled. It continually pushes him or herself to the point of extreme pain and or fatigue. Yet another type of false strength that seems to be admired in society is going on as if nothing happened after being abused. It's in the past, let it go, stop wallowing in the past, get over it, and other heartless comments are commonly made to abuse survivors. What many people fail to realize is we want to let it go, we want to get over it, but we just can't. We have to process things fully before we can truly let things go. The simple fact is childhood is an extremely important time in a person's life. All things, good, bad, or indifferent, that happen to children make a very deep imprint on them. Much deeper than on an adult usually. When bad things happen to children, that child carries that into adulthood and even possibly for their entire life. Many people who suffer child abuse also have PTSD or c-ptsd. These are disorders where the victim has experienced so much trauma, their brain is physically changed. Actually, it's broken. Neither disorder is something that can be shaken off, and they really need to be taken seriously. Many people with PTSD or c-ptsd have committed suicide, and many consider suicide on a regular basis. These are potentially life-threatening disorders. If you too suffer with c-ptsd or PTSD, particularly I'm trying to talk to you today. Now, growing up with a narcissistic mother, I was constantly told how lazy I was. This has stuck with me. I still battle feeling lazy constantly, even though I am now in my 40s. Excuse me. Many other adult children of narcissistic parents I've spoken with have similar stories with similar results. I believe for many of us, this is at the root of this I always have to be strong and productive behavior. As a result, we continue pushing ourselves beyond our physical and mental limits constantly, rather than risk being lazy like Mom always said we were. No matter what the reason, then continuing to push yourself beyond your limits isn't being strong. It's unwise. You're putting your physical and mental health at risk. I hope to encourage you to learn to take better care of yourself. The fact you've made it this far shows you're strong. You have nothing to prove to anyone. Listen to your body and mind. If they feel stressed, then it's time to rest. There's no shame in resting your body and mind. Even God rested. Genesis 2:2 states, "And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all of his work which he had made." In fact, there's also several accounts in the Bible where Jesus took off to be by himself. There's nothing wrong with rest. It helps you to renew your strength. If you incorporate rest as you need it into your life, you're going to be stronger in the long run. In the year 2000, I was my narcissistic grandmother's main caregiver, and she ran me ragged. Once I stopped being at her beck and call and started making time to rest and take care of myself, I was better able to care for her and cope with her. If you truly want to be strong, practice self-care. Abandon pushing yourself too hard. It really does make a difference. Thank you for watching my video.